I've been thinking about that feeling we get like there's always a clock ticking in the background, pushing us to do more. It can be pretty overwhelming sometimes.
I totally get what you mean. There's something about knowing our time isn't unlimited that nudges us to squeeze the most out of every day. Sometimes it's motivating, but other times it just feels like pressure.
Yeah, and it's wild how that pressure can either light a fire under us or make us freeze up, depending on where we're at in life. Do you think our culture makes it worse?
Honestly, I think so. So much of what we see online is about constant productivity or not wasting a single moment. It leaves little room for downtime, which is ironic if you ask me.
That reminds me of all those hustle culture posts, like, if you're not always striving, you're falling behind. It's exhausting to keep up.
It really is. And on top of that, there's this fear of missing out FOMO that creeps in. You see others ticking off bucket lists or launching startups, and suddenly your own pace feels too slow.
It's almost like we're being timed in a race we never agreed to enter. How do you think people balance that urge to do everything with actually living in the moment?
I wish there was a clear answer. Some people set boundaries with tech or take intentional breaks. But even then, the world keeps spinning fast around them. It's a challenge for sure.
That actually makes me think of the little moments people tend to overlook while chasing big achievements, like grabbing coffee with a friend or just enjoying a walk. Those add up, don't they?
Absolutely. Those small experiences often stick with us the most. I remember the last time I laughed so hard with friends over nothing. It felt way more meaningful than crossing off a big to-do on my list.
Funny how that works. We spend all this energy worrying about milestones, but it's the everyday stuff that creates the real memories.
Couldn't agree more. Maybe the secret is to notice those moments as they unfold, almost like practicing gratitude in real time, instead of waiting for something big to happen.
You know, sometimes the idea of running out of time brings a lot of anxiety. Have you noticed people stressing even more about schedules and plans lately?
For sure. Especially after the last few years when everything felt unpredictable. People doubled down on planning, as if having every hour mapped out would make up for lost time.
It's almost like over-planning becomes a coping mechanism. But at some point, it starts to steal the joy out of just being spontaneous.
Exactly! Sometimes the best things happen when we let go of the clock for a bit. Like stumbling on a street fair or taking a detour just because you feel like it. That's real living.
So if we're not measuring life by how busy we are or how many goals we hit, what does living your life actually mean to you?
For me, it's about finding meaning in whatever you're doing, whether that's something ambitious or just enjoying a quiet moment. It's choosing what matters to you, not what everyone else says should matter.
I love that. It takes a lot of courage to step off the should treadmill and decide for yourself. Maybe the real trick is remembering we do have a say in how we spend our time.
That's the big takeaway for me. We may not control how much time we get, but how we fill it and who we share it with is ours to choose. And that's kind of freeing, don't you think?
Repetition is the key to mastery. Loop this video until you can say these phrases in your sleep.